So from the information I'm getting, it looks like Teofimo is going to be sticking with Top Rank. His contract was also supposed to be up with Top Rank, but from what I've been hearing all year, it looks like he'll be going back to them in a deal that was supposed to be expiring this year. I think him and Shakur Stevenson's deal was going to end at the same time. I don't know if he had another fight lined up this year in the deal, but I know this is his last year in that deal, so the next deal he'll be in, it'll be kind of new. So I don't know why it's not too much talks going on about that overall after having a lackluster performance against Steve Claggett, which I told people, Steve Claggett was going to go in there and he's going to fight hard. Teofimo was picking a very tough fight. And that's what it ended up being. It ended up being a tough fight. Wasn't really nothing to sleep on. I was very surprised at the reaction from everyone, from how they seen the fight actually go. I wasn't really surprised about how the fight went. I feel like Steve Claggett came out there and fought hard. It was just a recipe for disaster, man. A lot of these guys are better than what people realize. And Steve Claggett, he just ended up in that category. He was just a fighter that a lot of people didn't really know about that much. They know about him now. And he showed up. And he basically went in there to win. He didn't go in there to lay down and not get a victory against Teofimo Lopez. And now Teofimo Lopez in a position right now where he's basically going to have to stick with Top Rank. He can't really go anywhere else right now. He had matchroom situation with Eddie Hearn. They've been going back and forth for a while now. He's been talking a lot of trash with matchroom and Top Rank. So matchroom in the zone. So I definitely, if he was assigned with matchroom in the zone right now, that'd be the biggest surprise I ever seen in boxing. So I definitely don't see that ever happening right now. For the next couple of years especially. I don't see that happening at all. But anything else on the table, yeah, I can definitely see happening for Teofimo Lopez. PBC? No, not really. Just because, just him signing with PBC would make no sense. I can see him signing with someone else like Mayweather Promotions before he signed with PBC. That would make no sense. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be re-signing with Top Rank. But overall, what are we expecting out of his career right now? Because a lot of people, they were kind of disappointed in his last opponent that he picked. They don't really feel like he's trying to unify 140. He hasn't been at 140 too long, so that's why I'm not putting too much pressure on him. I think he's only been there, a year and a half, maybe. So I'm not putting too much pressure on him being at 140. But overall, he does have to make something happen because, I don't know, it's becoming too much right now. He's not really the same fighter as he was a couple of years ago. And he's just now entering his prime, but he's getting worse. Or he's getting exploited. It's a lot of things that we're seeing right now we didn't see before. So he's getting exploited as far as his style. It's not being looked at the same as it was before. And that's very disappointing if you're Teofimo Lopez. So he got some hard decisions to make, but I feel like with everything happening, it's kind of actually helped Top Rank out. Because now they didn't have to do much and argue about money or this situation. And he already knows that they can do deals with certain people because, as I said before, Top Rank's already tried to make a fight with Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez not too long ago. But it didn't happen because, I don't know, they're just on two different playing fields right now. Tank Davis in a different situation and Teofimo Lopez in a different situation. So that's the way I look at it. As far as why they didn't make it happen, I don't know. I just know that there was a rehydration clause that was said, and that's the reason why it didn't happen. But overall, Teofimo, he can still make the same kind of fights that people want to see, whether he's with Top Rank or not. So with him being with Top Rank, that's not stopping him from getting certain fights. That's not happening. I know a lot of people saying that, but not from what I've seen. And we already see that Lomachenko was talking to Tank Davis, so being on Top Rank doesn't stop you from getting certain fights. As much as people like to say that. Not from what I've seen. They still doing business with Bob Arum. That's still happening. Especially when it comes to the Lomachenko situation. They want to fight him. And then when it comes to Teofimo, he's already been in discussions with Tank Davis last year. And it was something about a rehydration clause. And you know Teofimo was already at 140. So he was talking about going back down to 135. And that didn't happen, so that fight didn't happen. That's why he's at 140 right now. And a lot of people say he should move up to 47. I'm hearing they want to see him at 47 now. That he's too big. I didn't see him struggling with weight, but I don't know. That's a decision he got to make. But that'll definitely be interesting to see if he goes to 147. If he goes to 147, then he's going to have a lot of different opponents he's going to have to fight. Because the guys, all he's being mentioned with right now is 140. So that's all I know. Until all that changes. But I feel like a lot of stuff going to change soon in those weight classes at 140. With Devin Haney not being around. Ryan Garcia not fighting at 140 technically. And then Teofimo, he's basically at 140, but we don't know how long. And not being mentioned with any big name 140s right now, or contenders, top contenders, like top 5. I know Steve Claggett was top 10, he wasn't top 5. So I think that's what people are looking for more than anything, just those type of fights. Now if they can get something around that area, yeah, you'll definitely be interested in something like that. But if it's not those type of fights where it's like top 5, then not really. But Teofimo, he knows he can get those type of fights top rank. That's why the re-signing is not that big of a deal. People starting to realize that now, I guess, because I know certain people not saying, oh, you should sign with this guy, sign with that guy. I think they starting to realize now that stuff don't matter. I think they starting to realize that now. I haven't heard people bringing up the Teofimo should sign with PBC or something like that. I haven't heard anybody saying stuff like that recently, so I think people starting to wake up now and realize none of that stuff matters. Whoever you fight is who you fight. And if they want to fight you, they'll figure it out. If they don't, you're not going to fight. It's just that simple. Especially when you got guys like Tank Davis around, so I wouldn't be too much worried about it. And he's already been in discussion to fight Tank, so. And that's after he lost to Kambosos. So he done lost to Kambosos already, and Tank still was interested in fighting him. So that just goes to show. Definitely could have made the fight happen. And that would have been different. I don't know if it would have been for any belts at 140, because it would have been technically a 135 fight, so I don't know. It definitely almost happened though. I feel like that would have been a very good fight. But Teofimo re-signing with Top Rank, that's the only thing I can see happening right now. I've been saying it all year, but after the last couple of fights, what happened? Yeah, I definitely see that happening. Guaranteed. I wouldn't be surprised if he signed a lifetime deal. I know he might not, but you can never say never. Because the way things just feeling in place, yeah, he's definitely put himself in a position where he's going to have to need a little help in the future. He said Top Rank, that's the only star they got. Nah, that's not the only star they got. I definitely wouldn't say that. I don't know why he feels like that. That's definitely not what they have. They have more than trust me. They got a lot more stars they making right now. This ain't the old days. This ain't like at the beginning of Teofimo's career. He's starting to realize it now. Well, yeah, he said it already though. He won a Top Rank only star or something like that. So he knows what time it is. He ain't going nowhere. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.